is very multicultural. The word Ronggeng Melayu means that you're using songs from the Malay repertoire. There are three repertoires in one cycle. Each of these pieces in the one cycle is very specific. A slower one and a moderate one, and finally a faster one. So we call it Senandung, Inang, and we have Lagu Dua or Joget. This was the kind of music that we played. And the singing is sung by anyone who wished to come in with the quatrains of pantun. So they will beli, jual, sell, and So there's a reciprocal tradition. So because of that, the art of Ronggeng rests upon how music and song are being done. The dancing in Ronggeng is secondary to that. The most primary is the ability to sing the tunes in the Senandung tune, in the Inang tune, and then in the Joget tune. And the Senandung, you have Dondang Sayang, Asli, and all that. So far, we have gotten the set of repertoires that we use for our program, and they're playing tonight. And we are putting it back to what KL was in the past. Ronggeng in KL was synonymous with KL. Because you know where BB Park is today and Lot 10? Okay, that's the site of the BB Park, where there was a huge amusement park. And in that amusement park, there used to be a cabaret and a Ronggeng place for them to dance. So I'm trying and dispel the notion that Ronggeng is deviant, because when you hear about Ronggeng, orang Melayu ni, dia bila Ronggeng, dia kata benda tu tak elok sebab they always associate with the girls, the dancing girls, the taxi dancers. And my argument is it's not about Ronggeng, it's about the individual. You know, any deviant acts can be done even in a church, even in a mosque, even in a temple. And don't wrong the principle, don't wrong the art. So slowly you got to re-educate lah. So we are putting this back in KL. We have many series in KL. This is the beginning of the year, end of the year, but beginning of our cycle again. We start off with Think City. We are probably doing next month. We are going to have a tour, a road show, going back to where Ronggeng used to be. We have revived Penang Baba Nyonya Peranakan Ronggeng, so they are doing very well now. So we're going to bring back Ronggeng to the Peranakan, get the Peranakan Mansion, the Baba Peranakan Penang Mansion. And we're going to bring back to Malacca. Malacca has a very strong Ronggeng tradition because it has not only Melayu, it has also Chiti. Behind the Peranakan Chiti, you have Baba Nyonya and the Portuguese. So I'm working with them now to get back, because the tradition of singing exchange pantun in the Portuguese Malaccan tradition is called Mata Katiga. That has existed 9 years. So, and then we can come back to Penang, KL, and Malacca. And we have another grant that we're going to do in December, January, every fortnightly at Central Market, Pasar Seni. We're doing Ronggeng every fortnight at Pasar Seni.
Every fortnight?
Every fortnight at Pasar Seni.
It's something like flash mob now?
No. Nothing to do with flash mob. Don't associate yourself with flash mob. When you see what you see tonight, you know what it is.
Sure.
You see, you don't have to be a dancer to become a Ronggeng person. That is number one rule. There are tradition or what we call practices in Ronggeng according to the tunes. If you are better, if you're good, then you excel. But you are not good, it's okay. You can just come in and join. It is a very powerful social connectivity. And Ronggeng music is called social dance and social music. In the past, the early part of the 20th century, Ronggeng was participated by all walks of life and all races, because that's a way for them to socialize. And they use, of course, the pieces of song that is provided by the musician. Okay, it's almost the same thing in Thailand. When you go to Thailand, they use Loy Kartong, and everybody joins Loy Kartong, because that's a fun thing to do.
So can I say that the Ronggeng, the culture of the Ronggeng actually is beyond about the dance or art? Actually, is going to the lifestyle and all that. Right? Can I say
it's
that?
reflective lah. Here a living tradition means you reflect yourself. Why a living tradition are dead? Because the embodiment of the culture is lost. Right? When the younger generation doesn't understand it, they have no love to it. They have no association to it. You cannot force down the throat. But you have to educate them to understand the value. And when they understand the value, they want to be part of the narrative. And when they become part of the narrative, you find ways to engage him in public sphere. So tonight, with 170 people, buses and so on come in already, and then hopefully the public in KL will join. That showcased that it is very possible to bring engaged communities back. You're talking about Gen Z and Gen Alpha and all that Gen. That's fine. That's how you do it. And we have lost so many of our practices because in this country, we are blessed to have such a wonderful collection of hybrid culture that we have. No other countries in the world has what we have. And people sometimes get very narrow-minded and they become very sensitive and they start to blame others, and you can't do that. So the idea is to educate the fact that we as Malaysians are people who came on the road towards hybrid performativity, hybrid action, hybrid plans, hybrid culture. And we do not know 20 years from now something else will happen. As much as when you talk to your grandmother, she doesn't know or understand what has happened to you because the story is kept being written. But at least when you write the story, you bring back to the memories what it was. So Ronggeng is one of them. And if you don't bring back Ronggeng, then as you know, you were just talking to me just now, the Western pop culture and all that is everywhere around the world. What makes you different from someone from other part of the world? So how do you make yourself proud of that tradition that you have for at least for a certain period of time that you can pass down to your children?
So just double confirm, just now you say the Ronggeng have disappeared since 1960s.
Yeah.
So until 6 years ago, then you do the research and all things to start. So is this the Ronggeng can it considered as a culture from Malaysia, or actually it belongs to the region, Nusantara region, right? Just double confirm.
Okay, I think you misunderstood my point here.
Okay.
No, you are a person called Lee Chia-Hui.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Okay.
Answer me.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Malaysian.
Yes, what makes you Malaysian?
I born here and
Born
I
alone is not enough because a lot of people are born here that are not Malaysian.
Alright.
Go on.
Okay.
Then you'll get your answer.
Okay, I connect to this land, so
Yeah.
I call it motherland.
Yeah.
And my family histories and all the stories, my faith and my belief is about this.
What's your dialect?
Dialect, Chinese Hokkien.
So you Hokkien lang lah, wah pun Hokkien lang emang.
Oh, you Hokkien lang.
Wah Penang lang eh.
Oh, Penang.
Okay, now why am I speaking to you
Okay.
like that? Because I embody what Malaysian is. Unless you become that, then we will never be able to sustain and maintain our unity. We are a united force, but by recognizing who you are. So when you say what makes you a Malaysian, you got to further on engage yourself. Why are you different from someone in, put somewhere in Guangzhou? There is a very obvious reason why you are different from the Guangzhou guys. Because what we strive here is so unique. And what we collect, we are on the streets of Malacca. We collect many things. We are smart in collecting and keeping the best of the best. We have the best of the best cuisine that we created on earth. And now that's why people are rushing to Malaysia. We have the best of the best music that we collect. Not Chinese, not Indian, but a mix of so many. And you hear that. We speak very eclectically, very, very eclectic. People have to learn to speak like us. And we are not ashamed of not knowing English or not knowing Malay because we have a middle path. That is Malaysian, right? So our art form is equal to that. What we have in this country is a resultant process of collection. It goes to a seeding program. We collect the best when we put it together. Ronggeng is like that. It's a tradition that came from somewhere else, but embedded in something that is original. Now, the Malays in the past, when they speak, they don't speak in prose. You know what prose is, right? They speak in poetic lines, in pantun. We do not go to someone's house and say, hey, can I borrow your broom? No. It has to allude many things because it's a very refined way. So this act of being able to create the wonderful metaphors to the pantun is an art that they sing. That's called dendang. And when they sing, it's accompanied with music. Well, at least it will be a drumming, a certain drum, And you know the instruments are very basic. But with the coming of the Arabs to this country, with the coming of the Portuguese, the Chinese, the Indians, and the British and all that, we inherited such a very eclectic, wonderful collection. We never had accordion as our tradition. It is a tradition now. We never had violin as a tradition. We have the violin here now. We never had harmonium as our tradition. We have harmonium now. And now we have tabla as our instrument. Now. It takes hundreds of years. Okay? So we created it. No one else has it. We created, and we are the one going to lose it if we don't keep it alive. So to answer your question, it's just like you. Ronggeng is you and I.
We a little bit philosophy.
No. Either you understand or you don't understand me. Nothing about philosophy. Nothing about philosophy is about us.
Yeah.
You know, there is thing about very specific. What is us and what is not us. So when you say it has, I told you, embedded in the quatrain, pantun, exchange, singing, but it is enriched by the instruments. You know music, right?
Yeah.
Triplet. Triplet, right? The triplet. The triplet is not in the Malay tradition. Do you know that?
Yeah, I'm not very well about instruments there.
No, you know about triplet, right? You know music, right?
Yeah.
So in Malay music, triplet is not in the Malay music. Malay music is binary. It's always 4/8, 4/8, 4/8. It's not that don't you do. But it is in this tradition because we have taken it from the Portuguese. And we don't have to excuse ourselves because when the Portuguese came, we chose what we wanted. We were not colonized. Our mind was not colonized. We chose what is good for us. So in Ronggeng, you have this tanda or lagu dua, which is a triplet, which has become a tradition that we all have. So it's a very rich way of explaining what it is. So if you ask me, that's how we explain it, you know. It has a starting point. The starting point, I would say, is perhaps in maybe around the 16th century, when we start to have Western instruments coming in. Prior to that, we don't have Western instruments. And we had Arabic instrument, but not Western instrument. So 16th century onward, all the way to 21st century. It's a long way.
So along in the the center, can we call we call it as R&D, Nusantara R&D Center. So only doing the Ronggeng, or have other included other?
No. I think high time for you to go and browse the website, read what we do.
Sure.
Okay.
Now you can just briefing.
No, because you know, I mean, you're the first time seeing me.
Yeah, sure.
I was also instrumental in reviving Zapin. You know what Zapin is?
No.
That's why we cannot talk. You see, I cannot. No. Stop. That's why I have to listen to what your question is. Because when I say something, you will not register. Because you yourself are not familiar with Malaysian culture. You are not a person who can understand what I'm saying. Okay? Period. That's why I say go and read. Go to the website and read. Don't waste time. Because I don't have time to lecture here. But if you knew the background, if you had made some homework, you want to interview me, you have asked for me and look in the website, you will have fantastic question you ask. Not a chancy question. No, it's chancy lah. I'm responding to your chancy question.
Yeah, of course, because we come to cover the event first.
Yeah.
And
but did you know beforehand about this event, who did this event, who curated this event, how this event came out?
It's about the Think City. They have a cooperate with the KL City and all that. But we are a bit interested because they invite your dance.
No. Very patronizing. Look, excuse me. I want to stop this conversation.
All right, sure.
Okay, I don't think you understand what is going on. You see, after so many years of hard work, Think City Yayasan Hasanah recognized that Nuspark has revived Ronggeng. So therefore, anytime they have Ronggeng, they will refer to Nuspark. Alright? So not about Think City. Think City is a person who does this event. You have to ask who are the people who are curating those events. If you found out about it, you have done some reading already to know which one.
Yeah, sure.
Right? Betul tak? Apa khabar? So you understand?
Saya tangan pula.
Tak apa.
My pengarah baru.
Apa khabar? Assalamualaikum. Tengah interview. So you see what I'm trying to say? So you want to make you want to have a very good writing is to engage yourself in some reading lah, so you can connect it lah.
Yeah, sure. If I write, just to clarify, I didn't want to argue on that.
Sambar pergi
Just to
ni
clarify
tau.
because
Sambar
in
pergi
India we have two types
Indonesia,
of writing
Arab Saudi
style,
dan
and the first one is about
Europe.
the feature story, and the second one actually is we just about
Kita
the
dapat
event
offer.
Event report lah. So
Yeah.
reporting on the event lah.
So this one is for the event reporting.
That's good enough lah. That's good enough. Because feature means you have to go further. But you're asking many questions that feature very futuristic.
Okay. Then also very last. Sorry. Can I very last question? Because you do a lot of things. It's considered actually effort to preserving about the culture, and we can say a historical culture and or the heritage, the cultural heritage.
Yeah.
So do you think that it's very difficult and very challenging in Malaysia doing the arts performance protecting the heritage?
What do you think? What do you think? No, what do you think?
I'm not doing
No.
this.
Answer me. What do you think?
I think maybe yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think maybe yes, but I
Yes,
depend
not
on-
maybe yes.
Yeah.
If it's not yes, there could be 10 other groups doing this, right? Only this group that persevere and really want to make it happen makes it happen. In this country, we are losing so many of our tradition because of that. So we have to work hard to engage people. You know, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of effort. I'm already very senior in my life, but my passion has been there because I was doing that for the last 40 years. You know, and because I knew, and I say I grew up in Penang, I speak Hokkien as my first language when I was young, and all that. Yes, and that's the reason why I sympathize for the lacuna or the absence of knowledge.
I see.
But it's good that you asked me this question. I hope you can get some more info.
Sure, no problem. I think maybe they have the question.
Dia orang yang
Untuk kali ini Ronggeng, Prof melihat kelainan yang Prof akan persembahkan untuk Ronggeng kali ini berbeza dengan Ronggeng yang lepas.
Tak ada. Kita tak ada kelainan. Ronggeng ni ada sifat dan bentuk yang tertentu, tak boleh ubah. Jadi bila ronggeng tu dia bawa satu bentuk yang sangat tertib, adabnya. Ronggeng tu beradab. Dia tak boleh buat hip hop, tak boleh buat benda lain. Dia beradab. Bila dia beradab, maka dia kena belajarlah adab. Bila belajar adab tu kenalah belajar cara lagu, cara melangkah, cara bertukar kawan. Jadi adab itu kekal kita bawa. Bahawasanya bila dimulakan ronggeng, dia kena mula dengan lagu senandung atau lagu Nona Sayang. Dengan tu baru pindah ke lagu Inang. Lepas tu baru pindah ke lagu Tanda atau lagu Dua Joget. Itu adalah merupakan core-nya.
Dia punya
dia
asas.
Jadi kalau nak main pantun, nak menyanyi, orang lain boleh masuk keluar, tak ada kisah. Tapi sekarang the art of exchange dah tak ada. Orang nak hafal sekarang. Dulu tak payah hafal. Kita nak orang tu tak payah hafal. Dia boleh nontar. Kemudian yang meronggeng ni, anak muda orang tua, dia merupakan sebahagian daripada, dia bukan, ronggeng itu bukan tari. Ya, ronggeng itu adalah dindangan. Lagu dan falsafah lagu-lagu itu. Kemudian diikuti dengan pergerakan yang dia makan tanda dengan inang. Dia kata buat inang tu kena rentaknya inang. Dia buat joget kena rentak dia joget. Dia tak kata benda lain. Jadi maka benda tu kekal. Tapi yang penting ialah kita nak tengok berapa ramai generasi baru yang masuk. Hari ini saya difahamkan 170 orang dari luar KL. Satu bas UC 50, kemudian Aswara, UM, segala macam budak sekolah menengah Kampung Medan pun datang. Itu pada kami adalah merupakan sambung hayat ronggeng. Kau nak harap orang biasa keluar masuk sebab tak ada kerja lain hari Sabtu, susah nak sambung hayat. Tapi ronggeng ni adalah wadah Kuala Lumpur. Wadah Kuala Lumpur yang sangat luar biasa. Ceritanya panjang. You know the story I told you about Lot 10 all that. Very powerful. Jadi memorinya macam itulah. Ini kalau kita buat di Pasar Seni nanti bulan depan pun dengan harapan kita sebutnya ronggeng Kuala Lumpur sebab dia berbeza dengan tempat lain.
Okey, satu lagi untuk mengekalkan keaslian dan juga keunikan serta asasnya, adakah perancangan Prof sendiri untuk memasukkan ronggeng dalam silibus-silibus di dalam fakulti-fakulti
Oh
seni?
ya. Sejak kita revive kemarin, ronggeng menjadi sebahagian di silibus dah. Di UPSI pun dia belajar, di Aswara pun dia belajar. Sebab itu kita tak ada masalah untuk call orang. Mereka dia have really training. Tapi of course lah, here is a real situation lah. Kita harap bahawa ia kekal, kita kekal lama lagi lah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Sorry, because we are prof. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very
Because
much.
Ronggeng ada tahu story dia.